After the nuclear war, water became the most precious resource on Earth. The once clear streams and rivers were now contaminated with radiation, making them undrinkable. People had to find new ways to collect and purify water in order to survive. One method that many survivors used was rainwater collection. They would set up makeshift gutters on the roofs of buildings and houses to catch the rain as it fell. The water would then be funneled into large barrels or tanks where it could be stored for later use. However, even rainwater was not safe to drink without proper purification. To purify the water, survivors had to get creative. Some would boil the water over open fires, hoping to kill off any harmful bacteria or contaminants. Others would use makeshift filters made from sand, charcoal, and cloth to strain out impurities. It was a slow and tedious process, but it was necessary for survival. In some areas, survivors were lucky enough to find natural springs or underground wells that had not been contaminated by the nuclear fallout. These sources of water were a lifeline for those who were able to find them. However, even these sources had to be tested and treated to ensure they were safe to drink. As time went on, new technologies were developed to help with water collection and purification. Solar stills were used to evaporate water and collect the condensation, leaving behind any impurities. Portable water filters were also created, allowing survivors to purify water on the go. Despite these advancements, water remained a scarce resource. People had to ration their supplies carefully, making sure not to waste a single drop. Those who were able to find clean water often found themselves in positions of power, able to trade water for other essential goods. In the years following the nuclear war, communities began to form around sources of clean water. These settlements were fiercely protected, with residents banding together to defend their most precious resource. Water became a currency, traded and bartered for food, shelter, and protection. Some communities were able to establish sustainable water sources, using advanced filtration systems and conservation techniques to ensure a steady supply. Others were not so lucky, relying on scavenging and luck to find enough water to survive. Despite the hardships, life went on. People adapted to their new reality, learning to live with less and appreciate the simple things. Water became a symbol of resilience and survival, a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of working together. As the years passed, the scars of the nuclear war began to fade. Nature slowly reclaimed the land, healing the wounds left behind by humanity. Water, once a source of fear and desperation, became a symbol of hope and renewal. And so life continued in the aftermath of the nuclear war. People learned to cherish the water that sustained them, grateful for each precious drop. They knew that as long as they had water, they had a chance to rebuild and thrive once more.